So I actually have a video for you today, and it's going to be 2 reviews in one video. I just thought it'd be easier rather than splitting them up, and I thought it would be easier. So the 2 books I'm going to be reviewing is Tempest by Julie Cross and Cold Kiss by Amy Garvey. And I know that I didn't have this in my December TBR, but I mean, it was short, really quick. A lot of people wanted my review on it, so might as well just do it. I know, I'm so bad. But I will be reading The Mortal Instruments, book 2 and 3, sometime this month. It will happen. So the first book I'm going to be reviewing is Tempest by Julie Cross, and what this book is about is it's about a guy named Jackson who can time travel. And I mean, he can go back in time, but nothing that he does changes the present or the future. It's just kind of, normal. He just goes back in time, can see what time was like back, a couple years ago or a couple days ago, and that's basically all he can do. But he's in the process of kind of understanding what his powers and limitations are. So he has a friend named Adam that kind of do little experiments with him. And one day, while he's with his girlfriend Holly, these 2 guys storm into her dorm, and they are asking him a bunch of questions, and Jackson doesn't know what's going on, and all of a sudden, in a panic, he jumps back in time 2 years ago, in 2007. And he doesn't know how he did that because he's never gone back that far before, and he's trying his hardest to get back to the present time because he's worried about Holly. He doesn't know what's going to happen to her. He's so scared. And he's trying to jump back into the future, but he can't get there. He keeps going back further in the past, and the further back he goes, the sicker he gets, and he has never been able to do that before, so he doesn't understand. And what entails is he just figures out what it is he can do, how he can get back in the present and fix whatever is about to happen to Holly, and that's his main focus. And yeah, that's basically what it's about, by not giving any spoilers. So, and spoiler-free reviews are awesome, I will say that. So my rating of this book is a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it a lot, definitely. It was just, at first I thought it was going to be kind of like Time Traveler's Wife, but it really isn't. It's really more focused on the time travel, and of course there's stuff between Holly and Jackson that just make you kind of just get excited when you read about their relationship and when he's trying to woo her back, and it's just really, really awesome to read that. And it was, I mean, it broke up a lot of the learning about the time travel and stuff, which can be a little bit difficult to understand at times. So that was the only drawback to that, was just sometimes when there was a little bit too much time travel talk, I guess you could say, it was kind of not boring, but kind of hard to understand. You really had to think about it before you just kept reading. I found myself a couple times, I would have to read what some of the paragraphs said out loud to myself just so it would make more sense in my head. Maybe I'm just crazy. But definitely exciting. The ending was awesome. Definitely worth a try. I know I've heard a lot of people have had mixed feelings about this book. Some people love it, some people hate it. I just definitely think that it's interesting, and it's a different take on time travel, and I was worried because it was from a male perspective, and I don't necessarily like books like that a lot, but I like Jackson a lot. He's pretty interesting to read, and he's funny, and he's smart, very intelligent. So definitely give this book a try. It comes out in January 2012, and I actually posted a review of this on my blog, and the fun part is the author, Julie Cross, really liked my review on it. So she, I guess her publisher contacted me, and she wants me to give away an audiobook to a reader, or, anybody that wants to follow me, I guess. I don't know. But I put the giveaway on my review of Tempest. I will link that below if you are interested. There's only one person that's entered so far, so thought I'd let you guys know. if you're interested in an audiobook of this entire book. There's also a sample on there too. So the next book I read is actually one I just finished tonight, and that's Cold Kiss by Amy Garvey. I have a love-hate relationship with this book. Let me just start off by saying that. So what this book is about, it's about a girl named Ren who is completely just in love with Danny, and Danny, you know, gets in a car crash and he dies. And she doesn't know how to deal with that, and she has these kind of special powers. She's a witch, definitely, and she brings him back from the dead. And the only problem is the Danny that came back to her isn't the Danny that she fell in love with. He's kind of just a shell of a boy with maybe hints and little things here or there that remind her of the Danny that she fell in love with. But this Danny that comes to her is very different, and it scares her, and she doesn't know what she's going to do. And yeah, there's also another love interest that comes into this book, which is a little strange, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. That's what the book is about without giving anything away. It is a pretty quick read, so I definitely got this down. It did take me a full day to read, but you know, I couldn't just sit down and read it. I have a lot of things to do. So I think all in all, it maybe took me 4 hours to read. It's very quick. It's short, you know, if you're looking for something quick. So I have a love-hate relationship. I will say that this book did have me tear up a couple of times. And that was something that was really powerful, like, for me to read, because a lot of books don't really hit me in emotions like that. But this book definitely had its moments. I think that when the love interest came in, I mean, has her dead, you know, zombie boyfriend around, who she's obviously really still in love with. I mean, he died in a car accident. By the way, you learn this first page, don't worry. You know, she's in love with him. She just wanted him back. She missed him, and that's completely understandable. It was really powerful when she had flashbacks to her, when Ren and Danny were in, you know, before he died, like the little love scenes that they had and how they fell in love, and it was really sweet to see. And then she would kind of go, and now I have this, you know, kind of guy that just sits there and is not really the boy I fell in love with, and then she would explain that way. It was just really, the writing, really awesome with those kind of passages, because you were just so emotional reading them. If she would have just focused on that and how Ren had to overcome that in order to, you know, she had to overcome her loss of losing Danny to realize that the Danny that she brought back isn't the same one. I think if she just would have stayed that within the whole book, it would have been really amazing, really awesome, and probably would have made me feel a lot better. But she brought in another love interest. I didn't like reading about the other love interests because, you know, it was only a couple months ago that Danny died, and you're already moving on, but then you're saying that you still loved it. That just, I didn't like that at all. It really was a mood killer, I guess. Like at the end, and so overwhelming, and you're sad and you're happy, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, but no, I don't like that. Like, that was my thought. Like, no. And it was kind of like instant love, and it didn't make sense. I don't know. I think if she just would have kept with Ren being able to overcome her grief and stuff, that would have been just powerful. Because when she did do that, like her passages in there where it was just Danny and Ren and flashbacks, and when he's like now, it was perfect. It was emotional, made me tear up. Oh my gosh. But when she did the love interest thing, it completely distracted you from the book, because you're like, what the hell, who would actually do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So my rating is a 3 to 3.5. I'm in that range. I did like it, but there were definitely that love interest completely knocked it down a couple pegs. So, yeah, There you go, Cold Kiss. That was my 2 reviews. I hope you guys liked them, and I won't see you or make a video probably until next Thursday. It's a long ways away. But hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys like all the fun things I got. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great holiday, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's a great one, and have a happy holiday.